Today I'm going to show you how to make a drawstring elastic waist on a pair of shorts. And we're going to be using drawstring elastic. So we're going to add the elastic and the drawstring at the same time. So cool. I really like this method because you don't have to create a separate casing for the drawstring, and it's less bulky because you've got elastic, drawstring, and elastic. You don't have a drawstring on top of elastic. So if you're looking for a super easy way to create an elastic waist with a drawstring, this video is for you. So today I'm going to be demoing on this pair of shorts that I have partially sewn up. And their next step is the waistband. So that's what we're going to be sewing up today. And if you want to sew along with this exact pattern, it's actually the jogger pattern on my site. I just made it shorter into shorts. So you can check that out with the link down below, or just check out the digital patterns on Sew Anastasia. So are you ready to add some elastic and a drawstring at the same time? Let's do it. Real quick, before we get started, if you want to learn even more about sewing, make sure you check out my online and in-person sewing classes. And there's also an online sewing club you can join as well. Now let's get back to this elastic waist with the drawstring. So let's go over this drawstring elastic here. So you can see that it has the elastic on the top, the bottom, and then it also has this drawstring in the middle. So you can see here on the end, I can pull it and the drawstring is inside this little casing that's basically like built into the elastic. So it still stretches and it allows that drawstring to be like inside of the elastic. So essentially the elastic is the casing around this drawstring. So for my pattern, I already have my waistband in the shorts here. So it's built in, so it's just gonna fold down and create the casing for the waistband here. Now, your pattern you have might be a separate waistband piece. Even if it has a separate waistband piece, you're still gonna follow the same basic instructions. You're obviously just gonna have an extra step though, attaching it to the waist. To start off, I like to iron down my casing. So I'm gonna flip that in, and my elastic's 1.25 inches, and I have a 1/2 inch seam allowance. So I'm gonna go over to the iron and I'm gonna iron this over 1.75 inches. Your casing width will vary depending on the width of your elastic and your seam allowance. So I'm gonna work my way all the way around the waist, making sure that I'm ironing down my casing 1.75 inches here. Now that my casing is all ironed down, let's head back over to the table. Our next step is adding interfacing where we want to put our buttonholes for our drawstring. So what we want to do is figure out how wide your elastic is with the drawstring in it. And we want to make sure that we're putting the buttonhole on our waistband, but at the middle of where our elastic's going to be. So you can see mine's 1.75 inches, and I want the buttonhole to be right over where the drawstring is. So to keep it real easy, I'm just gonna fold it back and I'm just gonna draw a little line here showing me right where I need to put that buttonhole. And we're gonna put one on both sides of the seam there. And I'm just gonna keep it about a 1/2 inch away from that seam. So that way we're not gonna get interfered with the seam allowance there. And now I know exactly where I need to put my buttonholes, which also tells me exactly where I need to put my interfacing. So if my buttonholes are going here, we need to open back up our casing. And this means that my interfacing needs to go right below the top waist. So I'm gonna put a piece of fusible right here. So my interfacing is fused to the waistband here. So it's right over where I'm going to be adding the buttonholes. When you're adding the buttonholes on the waistband, make sure you open up the casing. If you leave the casing closed, you're never gonna get your drawstring through the buttonhole. So make sure your casing's open. So all sewing machines create buttonholes differently. So if you don't know how to sew a buttonhole, make sure you consult your manual. So I'm gonna go add my 2 buttonholes real quick and we'll check them out. And now we're done with our buttonholes. I opened up my buttonholes and they are ready for that drawstring. Now we're gonna cut our drawstring elastic. So to get the perfect measurement, just go ahead, put it around your hips, your waist, or wherever you wanna wear it. Give it a little pull because it is elastic. We want it to be, fairly snug. And we're just gonna cut through it. So even though you don't have a drawstring on this side yet, we're just gonna cut through it, and then we're gonna find the drawstring. Now you can see that the drawstring is right there in that tube. So we are just gonna grab it and then you pull it. So now you're gonna notice you have a drawstring coming out of the elastic. So the way this is made, there is more drawstring in here than there is elastic. So then when you pull the ends, you get these nice drawstring cords. Now that we have our waist drawstring and elastic cut, it's time to sew it into that waistband. So I have the shorts inside out and I have the waistband casing opened. Now I have the elastic right above where those buttonholes are. And what I want to do right now is just tack this down. So I'm just going to go over the sewing machine and we're just going to sew like a 1/2 inch in at the top and the bottom on both sides. And this is just going on the side that is going to be flipped down. So it's not on the side with the buttonholes, it's on the inside piece of the casing. So again, I'm just sewing down the top of the elastic right now, just about 1 inch of it, 1/2 inch of it, just to secure it. And it is on the inside of the waistband. I'm also going to do the bottom piece here. And now I'm going to do the other side. Now that we have this tacked down, it's time to tuck our drawstrings to the outside so we don't accidentally sew them into the garment when we're sewing down the waist. So just tuck them through to the front. And now you can see we have the drawstrings on the outside of the garment. Now it's time to sew our casing down. So I'm going to be folding my casing over the elastic and pinning it together. And then when we sew, we're going to sew about a 1/2 inch up from the bottom because that's what I left for seam allowance. You could have left something different for seam allowance, totally okay. You just want to make sure in this step that you're not stitching down the elastic. So I'm just going to work my way all the way around here and pin my casing down. Now our casing is all pinned down and we're gonna go sew it together. So now I'm just gonna work my way all the way around. And don't forget, don't sew through that elastic right now. You get back to where you started, back stitch and cut. So you could be done right now because you did secure that elastic on the inside of the casing. But to make it really secure and professional looking, we're gonna add a few more rows of stitches around the waist. Let me show you how to do it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put a stitch on the top and on the bottom. So basically on both sides of the casing. And when we do this, we're going to keep it stretched out and sew it with a straight stitch. And then when we release, it's going to have the elastic permanently sewn down to the woven fabric and it'll allow it to stretch still, but it's not going to move. It won't bend. It won't get all crunched up. It's really going to keep that elastic in place and it's going to wear really nice for you. And when you are doing this, we are stitching through the elastic, through both pieces of the casing. So you're going to end up seeing these lines of stitching on both sides. Now I'm going to add my first row of stitching around the top of the waist. Remember, keep your fabric stretched out. So I like to stretch it, I'm going to stop, and then I'm going to re-stretch it. I'm just going to keep doing this until I get to the end. And now I'm going to add one more row of stitches below the drawstring. And now we're done. Let's take a look at that waistband inside and out and go over what we learned. So you can see we have our nice drawstrings with our buttonholes. I even put a little knot at the end. You can always put some beads or knots there just to prevent it from really going into your buttonhole there. We have the elastic being held down along the top, along the bottom. And if I flip it over, you can see how nice the back looks. And then on the inside, we have it stitched down and everything still stretches really nice. And most importantly, we have these drawstrings that we can cinch up and tie if we want a tighter waist. Wasn't it fun learning a new technique, that drawstring with the elastic? And it looks so good on. I just love this technique. It's because if you want to cinch it just a little tighter, all you need to do is pull in that drawstring. And wasn't it easy? No separate casings, all in one, just sew it on in. I'd love to know what you think of this technique for elastic with the drawstring. Leave it down below in the comments. And let me know if you've used it before or if you're going to be trying it out and what kind of garment you're going to be putting it on. Shorts, pants, a skirt, maybe the waist of a top. Thank you so much for watching Sewing Anastasia today. If you have any questions, leave it down below in the comments and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know when the new tutorials come out. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for watching today. These videos are for you guys. So let me know what other videos you'd like to see down below in the comments. And if you want to learn more about sewing, check out the online and in-person sewing classes and the online sewing club. And if you want to know what's going on in the studio right now, check out the Instagram stories. Thank you so much for watching today. Bye!